What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to create a function that takes an array of numbers as input and return the second largest number in the array. I know it is quite simple for many, but for some who don't really understand how we are going to approach this problem, first of all we need to create a function, and that function need to take numbers as parameters, so to speak, and the numbers are going to be specifically array of numbers. So let's kick in, let's get started. Const, let me say second largest, then inside we need something like numbers, so to speak, and we are writing a arrow function here. So okay, here we have created our function now. So what are we going to do after this? Since we are finding greatest or smallest, so to speak, the first thing that we need to really work on is to make sure that we create the largest number. What is that largest number we are talking about? So let's say largest is equal to, let's say, negative infinity. First let's set it to the smallest number possible, then after this we'll use that value to compare with the numbers of values which are going to be given. But since we also need a second largest number, so we are also going to define a second largest number. Second largest is going to be negative infinity as well. Okay, like that. So now what we need to do is we need to iterate through the numbers. Like we need to look through it, and after this start using the value the way we want in order to implement this version of thing to happen. First of all, we are going to use for loop, and we're going to say let number of numbers, so to speak. Yeah, number of numbers. Okay, here we are first going to set this value to current number. The value that we are going to get from there, the specific number that we are going to get from there, let's set it to current number. Then now we need to make sure that we set the largest, or let me say the second largest to the largest value which is possible already existing out there, so to speak. Then from there we set the largest number or the largest value to the current value that we have, if that current number is the largest at the moment, so to speak. So now we have already set our largest to current, so we need to do something. We are going to say if current number is greater than second largest, so to speak. This is big L, second largest, and at the same time current number is less than the largest. Okay, I guess you understand where I'm going actually from based on this expression. Here we are trying to ask, okay, if the current value which is going to be there is greater than the second largest and at the same time it is less than the largest, then let's set that number to second largest. Now we'll just say second largest is equal to whatever that number is, that current number, so to speak, current number. Okay, now with that we'll just come down and return the current the second largest number, so to speak, the second largest. Okay, let's just cross check real quick to make sure that everything is correct. Okay, second largest to that to this. Okay, now to clear our doubt, let's console it and see console.log. And just to avoid the variable names from conflicting, let's come up here, and instead of just saying second largest, let's say second largest number here for this function. But I've tried it, it is not conflicting though. But yeah, just to make sure you are in the safe side, so to speak, then let's give it like some random array of numbers, like 1, 4, 3, 7, maybe 23, so to speak. And let's try running it, and let's see what output will it give us. Negative infinity. Why? Okay, let current is equal to this, and second largest is equal to largest, and okay, second largest is equal to largest. Okay, here. So yeah, I guess that is it. So let's try it out again. Yeah. Yeah, for real. Here, if we are to see from here, our second largest is 7, so it is telling us 7, yeah, obviously. So that is that. This is actually the first way we can solve this problem. But there's also another way of solving the same problem if you really don't need much stress, which is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of short, and it will just help you kill the thing so fast. But sometimes we don't really need fast. But for demonstration purpose, I will say let's go and try it. Let's say let's sort it equal to, and what we are going to do here is we are going to say numbers dot sort, so to speak. We are sorting the number, and we are going to take in two parameters and be representing the end and the beginning, so to speak. So what we need to focus on here is we're going to create a function, arrow function here, which is taking in two parameters A and B. Then now we are going to say let it start from B to A, which is from the greatest to the smallest, so to speak. Okay, now with that we'll come down here, and yeah, pretty much all we really need to do is to come here and return sorted. We need which one? In array value 1 if it worked that way. Suppose that is all. So now we are coming with our sorted and all this sort of thing, and let's try to see it if it will work. Yeah, the same thing happened. You know, this is actually quite small and everything, but if the question is requiring you like not to use a built-in functions like sort, so to speak, then you are actually most welcome to use the whatever the first method that we use. But if you think like you have this open opportunity to use whatever you want to use, so I think this is actually the good way to go. Yeah, and with this we have come to the end of our episode here, and I'm quite sure you learned something new on how to get a second number instead of the first largest number, so to speak. And with this knowledge, it will help you to do a lot of things when it comes to programming in general. So yeah, so thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode. Bye.